Hey, it's Wayne Purnell. I'm the founder of the Dynamic Leader Programs, and today we're talking about a martial arts concept. It's actually a samurai concept. You might know that I'm a 4th degree black belt in the art of Bushido, which translates as warrior person way. So it really is the way of the warrior. Bu is war, shi is person, and do is the way. It is the way of the warrior. Now, the samurai had these 7 virtues that they lived into. In addition to studying multiple different types of martial arts, multiple different weapons, and even calligraphy. Samurai were scholars as well, and that, I think, is important, an important part of our path together. That's what you're doing here. So part of being a dynamic leader is actually continuing on the path to scholarly processes. Now, today we're talking about one of the virtues. There are 7 virtues of the samurai. Today we're talking about one of the virtues of the samurai. And that is the difference between doing it right and doing the right thing, doing what's right. The virtue that we're talking about today is called rectitude. Rectitude, which if you look it up is really basically a fancy word for integrity or doing the right thing. Now, in our world, that requires a lot of discernment. There are a lot of different places to do the right thing. Let's just take charities for an example, right? As an example. How many charities can you think of? 1, 10, 100, 10,000? I mean, there really are a lot of them out there. So how do you know doing what's right, if it's really right? And how come, if you give to one, how come you're not giving to the others? Isn't that right too? And it really comes down to this personal law of discernment. And it's all about you and your values. And that's what it comes down to. Rectitude is about you living in alignment with your values and standing up for them. You've got to believe in yourself, you've got to believe in your values, and to do that, it may sound very simple, but it's a really hard process. To do that, you have to believe in yourself, you have to know what your values are to believe in yourself. You have to know what your values are. So that's the first step, in all of our work together, and I'm bringing you back to that because to do the right thing, leading to doing it right, you start with what's right for you. Are you aligned in yourself? So that's the question. That's where I want to leave you. I want to put you back in that space of, am I living in my best self today? Am I living as a dynamic leader today, right this minute? And what values could I live up into? What could I do more of to be that bit better of a human today? How can I step in and step away? How can I show greater courage? Which, by the way, is another of the virtues of a samurai, and we'll talk about that later, right? I'm giving you sort of a preview here too, and I would love your feedback. I'm looking at creating a course called the Bushido Bias. That means a leaning toward being Bushido, being a Bushi, right? And so I'm looking at blending business concepts with Bushido concepts, which I've done in the past, and I'm curious as to whether you might be interested in that. If you are, message me. I'll have a gift for you, right? I'll have you. It'll be a secret code. You'll get in early. You'll be one of the early people. And that means I'm doing that for you because I'm going to be requiring or asking for your feedback. Not requiring, you're doing this to get in on this, right? So, but I'll be asking for your feedback and input, and I'll need some feedback and input. So be there, be in your best self, and let me know what you think. Okay? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Until next time, you keep making your magic. I'm Dr. Wayne Purnell, and you're on your way to becoming a dynamic leader.